do so well, I thought I might get you people to do my sermon for me. Woohoo! It'd probably be quicker.
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome you all here, and particularly the visitors. We have regular visitors tend to come every Easter and Christmas if they're on holidays, and so a very, very special welcome back to you all. We've been doing a series up to date based on Daniel, and on Good Friday in particular we looked at Daniel in the lion's den and the relationship between that and Jesus Christ going down into the tomb and rising again from the dead. It was interesting that the events last week, in terms of how the King Darius had put Daniel in charge and people plotted against him, falsely accused him. They set out to destroy him and his political and bureaucratic career. And as we said, it was a bit like the events of last week in New South Wales, unfortunately. Barry Farrell resigned and stepped down, and I think some of the plotters that have been involved in that thought, "You beauty, we've won." But little did they know they didn't win, because God put in a man who loves him, and there are members of the ministry who love him, and so we once again see a taste today of how people plot, but God reigns supreme. And we're going to look at that today. And we see up there that Jesus died. We all know that. We all know that. And we understand that he died for us. But I'm not sure that we really understand what it means that he did die for us. And we know that he rose again from the dead. And we know that he ascended into heaven. You see, the interesting thing is that what's it mean when you are confronted by this message of what Jesus Christ did? There are many things that happen on the night that he was betrayed, but one I want to pay in passing just a particular point to is the soldier who lost his ear. Now he was commanded, and he thought he was doing the right thing along with everybody else, to go and arrest Jesus. And he would have said, "I've got to arrest him. I'm going to stand there, I'm going to take him away as it is my job." He then lost his ear because Peter took things into his own hand. Not trusting God, did Peter. Most of us at times are very much like Peter. We say we trust in God, we believe in God, but we've got to pick up the sword and do things in our own hand. And we are so wrong. We are so wrong. We run ahead of God. We're still walking with him, but we're running ahead. And so the soldier lost his ear. And Jesus rebuked Peter. Picked up that ear and put it back on the soldier. How do you think the soldier felt? He might have been in pain to start with, but he'd just been given a command, you've got to go and arrest this person who is so wrong, and yet he's the man who did so right for him. I wonder how he felt. I wonder how it was when he looked at it. And he suddenly realised that Jesus was Jesus. I got up this morning, and as is my wont, I turned on the telly to watch the news. But there was no news. And I saw that there was the Wesley Mission thing on. I watched a bit of that, and I turned it over to Derek Prince, church in Singapore. We happened to have gone to, accidentally, when we were in Singapore. That's another day, another story. And he was there talking about, and I knew this, that on the cross was written in 3 languages. Jesus, King of the Jews. Jesus, King of the Jews. And the Bible tells us that it was there, written in Hebrew, written in Aramaic, written in Greek, and written in Latin. And it says, and the Jews could see the sign, and the Jews read the sign. To us it means nothing, but what he was pointing out, that Jesus, Son of God, King of the Jews, whatever it is, the acrostic in Hebrew, that is taking the first letters of the word, spelled out Yahweh. And so the Jews knew, they were reading on that sign, that God is God. And we saw that Daniel understood. Daniel got the grasp and he was prepared. He didn't run into the lion's den. He went to the lion's den knowing that God was in control. You see, we say that God's in control, but we lose our temper. We get impatient. We get cranky. We're critical. All the things that Jesus wasn't. All the things that Jesus wasn't, and yet we say we are followers of him, but we do the opposite. In some ways, we are very much like a person in a rowboat. You know, where there's several people got a row, and it's a race, and one person says, we've got to speed up. So he goes like mad, rowing, not keeping in time with everybody else. Or it's a bit like children playing soccer on the soccer field. They all seem to run after the ball. Yet they and other people who have got the idea of teamwork let the ball do all the work and they pass it. But we in the church, we know better than God, we know better than anybody else, we've got to do it our way. And we do not understand or realise what it means to have the kingdom thinking, to have heaven thinking, and to be resting in Jesus. Let's have a look at what the scripture's got to say. After the Lord Jesus had spoken to them, he was taken up into heaven and sat down at the right hand of God. Two key words there. Or more than two key words, two key points. He went to heaven and he sat down. And he sat down. During the week I was talking to Carolyn, and she'd been out working in the garden. She'd been working hard, and she was looking at coming inside and having a bath, reading a book, just resting and relaxing. And David, her husband, as husbands wanted to do, said, "Oh, when are we going to go and pick up that firewood and cut that firewood that we said we were going to do?" And Carolyn went, "Oh no, I forgot." So they had to go and do it. So she couldn't do the rest that she was looking for. She had to go and do a bit more work. Her work had not finished, so she could not rest. You see, Jesus said when on the cross, when he died, "It is finished." My work here is finished. And he ascended into heaven and he sat at the right hand of God. He rested. And we are told in the Bible very clearly, very, very clearly, that we are to rest in him. But we are like children walking down the street, ready to cross the road. We rush ahead of mum and dad, but they still wait at the corner before they can cross the road. They don't get there any faster. We run around and carry on like chooks without a head, not resting in the Lord Jesus Christ. You see, he went to heaven. But what is heaven? What is heaven for us? Let's have a look at what the Bible has to say. Heaven is God's dwelling place. Heaven is the saints' future dwelling place, our dwelling place, those who believe in him. It's our future dwelling place. And guess what? It's a place where the wicked are excluded from. There is no more treachery. There is no more deceit. There is no more lies. There is no need to watch your back. There is no more political intrigue. It's a place where the wicked are not. It's a created place. God created it for a special purpose. It's only temporary. But there will be a new heaven, is what the Bible tells us. And I'm quickly just going to go through this before we go further. So let's have a look at the next slide. God's dwelling place. Lamentations tells us very clearly. Let us lift up our hearts and our hands to God in heaven. God is in heaven. And our job here on earth, as we've said during the week, as we've said during Daniel, if we want to know God's will for our life, Jesus died to bring people to Christ. Our job on this earth is to bring people to Christ. It's not to fight and argue with our family, our friends, or church. Our job is to win others for Christ, introduce them to Christ. We are to lift up our hearts, that's our emotions, our feelings, And our hands, our work, unto God. It's got to be given unto God. And Matthew tells us, for whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother, says Jesus. So you see, heaven is a place where we're meant to be. And if we do the will of the Father, we are Jesus' brothers, sisters and mother. So you see, we've got to get this kingdom, this heavenly thinking, rather than this earthly thinking that we are so prone to do. So prone to do it, when it should be heaven thinking. Next, as I said, our future dwelling place, and it's told that it's a garner. That is, just as people go and garner or gather the wheat in the field to bring it into the storehouse, the grain into the storehouse, we are being garnered to be placed into heaven, the heavenly storehouse. A place of safekeeping, a place of richness. It's the kingdom of Christ and God. That's what heaven is. It's the kingdom of Christ and God. It is not of this earth. It is not of political kingdoms, of mankind. It is God's kingdom. It's the Father's house. It's a mansion. It's a heavenly country, it's described as. A heavenly country. Not just the countries we look out the window, but the heavenly country. Here is the most important one. It's a rest. When we are with Jesus, He has finished. He has stopped the toiling. And He's saying to us, rest. But we do not rest. We do not listen to God. We say we're better than God, and we run around and try and do things that God doesn't want us to do. What does God want us to do? To rest. Jesus has done it all. Realise that. Jesus has done it all. Rest in Him. He talks about the Sabbath rest in heaven. And it's paradise. I don't know what paradise is to you. Paradise is just being left alone to laugh, live and enjoy. Down on this earth, we don't necessarily laugh, live and enjoy all the time. But we do know, from the point of Daniel and what Jesus has been telling us, that God uses us, our circumstances, our pain, our sufferings, our pleasure, whatever it is, to bring others to Christ. And the moment we realise that no matter what happens to us, it's all for a purpose of bringing others to Christ. We say, oh, I had all this done, I had all this planned, I didn't live to death, I've cut my finger off, I've done this, I've done that. Oh my goodness, oh, why does it happen to me? Well, we should be saying, thank you, God. What is it that I'm meant to learn from this? What is it that's going to be a benefit of help to bring others to Christ? So paradise is where all that worry and the cares are gone and you're just relaxing and resting and enjoying. Next, and it tells us the wicked are excluded from it. For you can be confident of this one thing, that no person who is immoral, impure or greedy, such a person is an idolater, has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and God. During the week you can hear the people talking, talk to people in the church and talk to people outside. They are amazed at what happened to Barry O'Farrell. And they say he's a good man because he took the right course, because he had a standard, he stuck to it. But what about Eddie O'Bean and Ian McDonald? They seem to be getting away with it. Well, yeah, they do. Guess what? They won't be there in heaven. You see, there's no place for that sort of thing unless they come to know the Lord Jesus Christ. We won't have to worry about that. The wicked will be excluded. If you want to be in paradise, if you want to be in the Sabbath rest, if you want to be in God's kingdom, in God's country, then rest in the Lord Jesus Christ. Easter here is to let us know and remind us that Jesus did it all. And we need to be following and obeying Him. Next. It's a creative place. We don't think of heaven as being created by God. We think it as being where God lives. And it's been there all the time. But it hasn't been. It's a strange thinking. But how can God be there where He lives and it be heaven? What's going on? Well, we're not necessarily meant to understand that. But what we are told is, friends, says Paul, why are you doing this? We too are only human like you. We are bringing you good news, telling you to turn from these worthless things to the living God, who made the heavens and the earth and the sea and everything in them. See, God made the heavens, the earth, the sea, everything in them. God's the creator. What are we meant to do? As Paul said, we are meant to be telling others about the good news so that people will turn to the living God and be in this wonderful harmony, this wonderful heaven. And the Hebrews tells us, you founded the earth in the beginning, Lord, and the heavens are the works of your hands. It's a created place by God for us, for Him. But there's even greater news yet about heaven when we look at the next bit. It's not going to last. You ought to live holy and godly lives as you look forward to the day of God and speed its coming. That day, when God comes again, will bring about the destruction of the heavens by fire, and the elements will melt in the heat. It doesn't make sense. If we're meant to be going to heaven, how come it's going to be destroyed? Don't bother your minds about it. Don't worry about it. Because He's given us the answer. We are just meant to relax and rest in Jesus. There's a story that goes of a young boy who was on a ship. You know, the crew. And the ship was rocking and rolling and carrying on, and the crewmen were getting worried and tired about what was going to happen. And they found this little boy who was fast asleep, and they woke him up and said, "Son, hurry up, you know, things are going on." And the little boy said, "I don't worry, my father's the captain." You see, you can have all the mess going on around you, but if you know the Lord is your captain, then we look forward to what's going on. There will be destruction of the heavens. It sounds terrible, but there's even greater news. Let's look. Jesus has gone to prepare a place for us in heaven, but it's going to be destroyed. What's going on? He says, there are many dwelling places in my Father's house. Otherwise I would have told you, because I'm going away to make ready a place for you. Where Jesus is, sitting at the right hand of God, He is preparing a place for you and me. Do you want to be in that place? Jesus is preparing it. It's a mansion. It's wonderful. It's paradise. And He says, if I go and make ready a place for you, I will come again and take you to be with me, so that where I am, you may be too. Our greatest joy that we can possibly have is knowing that we are going to be with Jesus forever and ever in a wonderful, wonderful, relaxed, beautiful place. Free from all the worries and cares that we've experienced in this world. We will be in heaven. But let's have a look at what this heaven is. It's a new heaven. Let's have a read what Revelation tells us very clearly. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and earth had ceased to exist, and the sea existed no more. And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, made ready like a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, the residence of God is among human beings." The residence of God is among human beings. God's, not just the Holy Spirit will be living in us, but God Himself. He will be living and dwelling amongst us. We will be inexplicably understanding everything that's going on. He will live among them, and they will be His people, and God Himself will be with them. The Creator, the one who loved us so much, ransomed His Son. You see, we are really beloved. God loves us, and He cares for us. You know, if Jesus was going to be on this earth and cop it in the neck, how much more are we going to cop it in the neck? And what's our purpose? To bring others to Christ, to let them know, to share this good news that life is indeed blessed. Now, it's interesting. Wouldn't it be good, because we've heard Jesus talk about heaven, wouldn't it be good if someone today came back and told us what heaven was like? We surely would believe then, wouldn't we? But no, I'm afraid that we probably wouldn't. We'd find reasons why it couldn't be so. But you know, there's a true story about a little boy who says he was in heaven. It's being released over Easter in America, in the United States. Let's just have a little bit of a look at this video.
Mommy?
Yes, Colin?
Did you know I have a sister?
You didn't know that Cassie's your sister?
No, I have 2 sisters. You had a baby in your tummy, didn't you? How did you know you had a baby in your tummy? In heaven, this little girl came up to me. She told me she died in your tummy.
We need to get him surgery right away.
The pain that I suffered watching my son that close to death.
We're in trouble here. He's much worse. Will you call some friends and pray for him?
The hospital staff said that your son was not expected to survive. Use the word miracle.
Your son had a near-death experience.
He saw things that I can't really explain.
I lifted up and I looked down. Mom was in one room, you were in another room, yelling at God.
He's been out there staring for hours.
Is something wrong with Colton?
Why do you say that?
Sometimes he says weird things. I've been
I
here.
don't think we've been here before, pal.
You had a grandpa named Pop, right?
They died when I was about your age.
He's very nice.
You saw my grandfather? Where did you see him?
In heaven?
Is this him? Is this the man you saw?
No, in heaven everybody's young.
Is this him?
Yeah, that's him. That's Pop.
Honey, did you punch a kid in the nose?
They were making fun of Colton. Is he gonna get a spanking?
Heck no. She's gonna teach you to hit without hurting your knuckles. I don't believe him.
But everything he talks about is impossible.
You saw heaven? What does it look like?
It's beautiful.
We all want to be supportive, but we can't have our town turned into a circus.
They don't believe me, do they?
Some people might be afraid of moving.
Don't you think we need to be talking about this life?
Do you think my son went to heaven?
Don't have to worry. He told me everything was alright.
It's making a difference.
Haven't we already had a glimpse of something? In the first cry of a baby, the courage of a friend, the love of a mother, a father. I see it, so I believe it.
Do you?
The story, a film, based on a true life. A young boy talks about things that he saw in heaven that adults just can't believe. When they test it, they find it to be true. And that line ends up with, I find it incredible, but I see it, therefore I believe. Sounds very much like Thomas. I felt the nail prints, therefore I believe. You see, can we say we believe? Do we really believe? You know, I sometimes wonder, how do we believe, and yet we go away and we do all the things to drive people away from God in how we act and live our life? You see, it's very easy to talk the words, but talking the words isn't going to bring people to Christ. Your relationship with others, the way in which you love because God loves, is how we win others to Christ. It's called discipleship. It's people seeing God living out through you. It's not you doing things for God, but you allowing God to do things through you. It's the hardest thing to grasp. It really is. But it's true. Heaven is for real. If you'd like to talk about anything we've spoken about today, or you've heard in the music or whatever, please see someone here. If they don't know how to help you, they'll point you to someone that will. Come and see me. We're going to have our morning tea straight after the service, and we would love you all to stay and share with us and talk with us and just get to know us. But if there is something on your heart where you need to know, how can I know for sure that this is what I'm supposed to do, what is God's will for my life? Please talk to someone. I'd love to talk with you. Shall we pray? Dear Lord God and Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, that you have risen from the dead, that you're now seated at the right hand of God, the Father, and are resting, Lord, and are asking us to rest in you. You have given us the power to believe, the power to follow you, the power to rest in you. Help us, Lord, not only to believe, but to do. This we ask in Jesus' blessed name.